What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Soggy Nachos, aka that thick, delicious nacho at the bottom of your nacho plate, but you really don't want to eat it because it looks so good, but you know it's gonna taste so good too. Soggy having nachos. Coming back at you again with another Toontown Corporate Clash video. So today, and a lot of days from now, we're going to be having a Toontown Corporate Clash versus Toontown Rewritten versus series where I'm making a comparison of different parts of the game and basically saying which one I think the game does better. So without further ado, we're going to get into our first Toontown Corporate Clash versus Toontown Rewritten compare and contrast video, the Cogs. Let's get it. Woo! Alright, so first off, we're going to be comparing the cog types. So, we're looking at my sticker book here, and basically, obviously, in Toontown Rewritten, you have the same typical cogs. You have the boss bots, law bots, cash bots, and sell bots with their, 8 different cogs. Starts with Flunky, ends with the big cheese. Same with the law bots, cash bots, sell bots. But with Corporate Clash, you have all of the traditional cogs, and then they added a whole new cog suit called the board bots. I haven't looked too much into exactly why they're called board bots, but that is a businessy type thing. So let me go through each of the cogs. So first we have the con artist. He looks like he's like an old French painter looking guy, and he even has some fun little French banter and Z accent when he talks to you and taunts you. Next, we have the connoisseur. The connoisseur is a real fancy looking guy. He has a monocle and a nice little mustache and a nice top hat. And he does this really dope attack where he bitch slaps the shit out of you. He comes right up to you. He's like, pop, pop. He slaps you so hard, and honestly, it's embarrassing and downright disrespectful, and it's really dope to put that in. Next, we have the swindler, guy that likes to swindle people. He's an ugly-looking swindler. Yep, not much to say about that. And then we have the middleman. He is, he kind of looks like he takes after the double talkers or the two-face. In fact, they have two faces looking each, way. But it makes sense that he's kind of that middle cog with it, on the actual corporate ladder itself. So yeah, middleman, pretty dope. Next up, we have the toxic manager. He has a nuclear toxicity to him, and he says lots of nuclear style taunts and phrases. He's a pretty cool looking one. Next, we have the magnate, I don't know how to pronounce it. He looks exactly like the Legal Eagle, and he also says a really funny comment saying, even the Legal Eagle is terrified of me. He's a scary looking, demon looking dude, honestly. Pretty weird, but cool cog. And then, the second to highest cog we have is the Big Fish. He is a fat boy just like the Corporate Raider and has a giant fish head. Kind of creepy. And then finally, and I think my favorite cog out of all of them now, dopest looking one, is the head honcho. He's got a scary looking, honestly, head honcho style face where he's at the top of the corporate ladder. Next in line to him is the chairman himself. And I don't know, he's one of many cogs that has the cigar attack, which I think is dope. But he also has this really funny saying, and I've said this in a few different videos, where he's like, take a seat, let's discuss some business. And it's wow, that is some scary, cog businessy type stuff right there. So yeah, those are the overview of just what types of cogs there are. I think Corporate Clash did a really good job of incorporating these cogs to be incorporating a whole new cog suit, and they really feel like they just belong in Toontown regardless, the board bots. Their symbol's kind of weird, but I don't know what other symbol you would make for a board bot, so I'm not really going to hate on it. But it's just really cool. It looks like, honestly, something that Disney would have put into Toontown itself. I'm not sure who created the concept of board bots, if it was created by them or not, but regardless, it's in Corporate Clash, and I think they're really dope for doing that. Now we are going to be moving on to the cog types. All right, so you got Toontown Rewritten, and all you have is the normal cogs, levels 1 through 12. Corporate Clash does something completely different with the cogs, and it's a nice revamping system, and it makes the game a lot harder, and it makes you have to think more. First thing we're going to talk about is the executive cogs, or the .exe cogs. So they are basically, they're identified by a black suit. They look, different than the normal cogs. Yeah, they're wearing black. And they have 50% more health and deal 20% more damage. So you run up in a cog facility and you think, you're gonna use your typical sound combos in every single battle. The EXE cogs actually spawn randomly. So you might come up to a battle and you see a level 9 EXE, which has like 165 health, compared to the regular level 9 that only has 110 health. So you really have to, rethink your strategies when fighting some of the EXEs. Since the cogs get really high, which we're going to talk about in a second, a high level EXE cog is not only, they do a lot more damage, but it also takes a whole lot more to kill them. Also, the executive cogs award you 1.5 times the regular amount of merits, cog luck, subpoenas, or stock options, and they have a 50% chance to drop 5 times the level in beans, however many jelly beans that you might collect from that cog. And you get 5 times your tune level EXP when you destroy an EXE cog. So there's benefits to, fighting them. Next, we are going to talk about the cog health in general. In Toontown Rewritten, they follow the same formula that Toontown Online had. So the highest level HP that a cog could possibly go to is 200 HP. The level 11 having, I think, 156. The level 10 having 132. The level 9 having 110. Level 8, 84. Level 7, 72, I think. This is all off the top of my head. Wow, I play this game too much. Level 6 being, I think, 56. 5 being 45. 4 being 30 damage. 3 being 21. 2 being, 15. And 1 being, I think they need like 7. Wow. Anyways, so we're going to talk about how much HP is added in Corporate Clash depending on the cog. So I'm just going to throw a chart up here. I think I'll just find a chart and throw it up. But basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing. But the cogs go up to level, I think, it looks like they go up to level 48, unless it's a level 50, witness stand-in ARG secret boss that I just posted a video about, who has 4,275, I think. So the cogs go up a lot higher in this game. You don't fight a lot of, I've never even fought a level 21 through 47. I've never even seen them. So I'm not exactly sure what situations you fight them. But I do know in Boss Fight HQ, the club president is a level 18, and he has 570 HP, and he does a lot of damage. We also have level 17s, level 16s. I've fought them in the CJs. They have a whole lot of HP up here. And the 12s, the level 12, the regular level 12 only has 182 compared to the TTR 200. I don't know why they did that. I'm sure, I think there's a formula to follow exactly why they did, but I think it was kind of cool that they had 200 HP, but I'm not going to hate on the change. But, like I said, it's cool to note here how they have the EXE HP, which makes a big difference sometimes with who you're fighting and what situation you may have. Next, we're going to talk about the version 2.0 cogs. So both Toontown Rewritten and Toontown Corporate Clash both have version 2.0 cogs. I'm not sure how much a version 2.0 cog does in extra damage on Rewritten. I think it just does the normal amount of damage. But on Corporate Clash, they spawn as soon as you kill a cog. A Skelecog pops up after destroying the cog, and it has 50% of the health that it had in Corporate Clash. But it deals 50% more damage on top of that. So he's basically dealing double the damage to you, but has half the health that he normally would. So that basically gives you the incentive, kill your version 2.0 cogs. Right now in Boss Fight HQ, I think is the only place that you can find a version 2.0 cog, and only in the CEO, because in the back nines and middle sixes, the cog golf courses, I have not seen a single version 2.0 cog. And then you have, obviously, the virtual Skelecogs. Those are, exactly the same in Toontown Rewritten as Toontown Corporate Clash, so we're not going to really make a difference about that. I don't think I'm going to cover cog buildings in this. I think I'm going to do a completely different video for cog buildings, but just to give you a quick overview, there's 6 floors instead of 5 now. So that's 6th floor, and a shit ton of cogs come out of these cog buildings when you do like a 5-story, 6-story cog building. They make cog buildings relevant again. And so next we are going to talk about cog attacks. So Toontown Rewritten has the typical cog attacks. You know, you have stuff like Guilt Trip, Paradigm Shift, stuff that I'm not really going to go over, you know, completely because everyone already knows those attacks because you've seen them a million times. Corporate Clash has a lot of those same traditional attacks, but added a few extra, actually a lot of extra new attacks. Just some things off of the top of my head. There's cigar smoke now where the cog will like smoke a cigar and like blow it in your face, which I think is so disrespectful and dope. The attacks have different animations now. Paradigm Shift like has like an oof at the end of it. When they throw when Legal Eagle throws those eagles at you, like they actually soar and make noise. So, you know, they added a lot of different audio, you know, clips to go in with the attacks that they do, which makes it more fun to watch the animations. Let's see, I know that a lot of the law bots can throw a law book now. They throw a giant book and it drops on your head. You know, the Connoisseur slaps you, like I mentioned earlier. There's just so many different cool attacks that the cogs do that I'm not going to list them all off just because there's a lot that I think is really dope. Alright, so that is it for the differences of the cogs in Toontown Rewritten and Toontown Corporate Clash. My overall opinion is obviously Corporate Clash did a really good job with the cogs. It feels really balanced when we're fighting them. And you know, you have the introduction of the EXE cogs that have that more health, have 50% more health and do more damage. You also have, you know, big bosses that have a whole lot of HP. The cog levels in regular, you know, situations go up to level 18, and bro, they hit. And you have to fight so many of them, and even an EXE version of that cog has even more health. So it just makes the game a challenge. So I think they really did a good job with the cogs. The cogs look different, and it looks nice. Well, not all the cogs, but the EXE cogs got a little bit of a revamp. And also, the board bots are really dope. They feel like they actually should have been a part of the game in the beginning, and, you know, that they're not just some random add-in. And I think their designs and the new attacks that some of them do are pretty dope. So yeah, I would definitely, you know, say Toontown Corporate Clash has better cogs than Toontown Rewritten. So I will catch y'all in the next Toontown Rewritten versus Toontown Corporate Clash comparison video. Peace.